or move your body challenge, foam rolling, lacrosse ball, tennis ball, whoop, all the balls, whatever you have. If you don't have a foam roller, find a tennis ball, run to the store, grab a lacrosse ball or two. It's going to be amazing. You're going to want to know how to do some of these exercises to release some of the tension that you're creating when you're gaining strength. When we gain strength in the right places, like our glutes and our hips and our abs, it is going to make changes in our body. We are going to get sore. You will experience some fatigue. Doing self-myofascial release, which is SMR or foam rolling, is going to help take that tension down, the inflammation in those muscles down in between, especially if you're doing this 5 to 7 days a week, which is definitely doable for 15 to 20 minutes, no more than that. But this is a great way to unwind some of that tension. All right, so grab your foam roller and you can sit right on it. I like to roll because I'm post-hysterectomy. I had babies, 2 full births, and 5 miscarriages. So my pelvic floor has a bit of issues, right? So this really helps to kind of undo some of that tight fascial tissue down in our pelvic floor area, which takes some pressure off of our bladder. So I'm just rolling over from my sits bones to my hamstring and across there, and really stretching out some of the fascial tissue there. Okay, if you're not a woman, please be careful because you have things down there that you don't want to roll over. You're going to walk yourself down so that your back is on the mat and your hips and butt are on your roller. Okay, you can bring one knee into your chest, kind of like those scissors that we do, except the knee is bent, and we're stretching out the front of the hip flexor of the leg that's down. You want to try and pull your abs in, not overarch your back. And then switch sides. Getting that big stretch, feeling that length across that front side of your thigh and hip flexor there on the leg that's stretched down. Now, if your foot can't touch the ground, that's your goal, is to let gravity kind of pull that force closer down to the earth and stretch out that muscle there. Okay? While we're here, we're going to roll through those little sacral circles with your sacrum supported by the roller underneath your back, and you're going to get a nice movement here. That one feels really good and can really open up your hips and your back. I like to set one foot down at a time, and this one I'm going to boost the roller up on my back and I'm going to pull myself up. Now if that doesn't work for you, then just get off your roller and come sit yourself up. So here we're going to work on some thoracic extension. I don't want you moving from your neck. I want you moving from your upper back. So you're supporting your head, making sure it's not doing all the dipping down, and make sure that you're really opening up from the back of your shoulders. Notice my ribs aren't pushing way high up toward the ceiling. I'm trying to pinch them in as I open through the back there. You can lift your bottom and roll up from your shoulders and down your shoulders. This is a little bit of core work, so be careful. You're going to have to use your abs here. You can always put your butt down and just kind of move along it like that. Okay, make sure that you're not putting too much pressure in the wrong places on your back. Sometimes when you drop your bottom down, you can't go as far over the roller, and that's okay. And sometimes you get some really nice adjustments there in your low back. So you're welcome. Those are free chiropractic adjustments there. We're going to work on our glutes, right? Our glutes and our hips. I talked about those needing to be strengthened, so we also need to work them out. So I'm on my left butt cheek, and I'm going to cross my left ankle over my right knee. Okay, my left ankle is on my right knee, and I'm rolling not across my hip joint, because you don't want to roll on your bursa sac there. This is my glute. I can feel it right up at the top of my butt cheek where we did those clamshells the other day. And you're just going to kind of find one of those hot spots and stay on it and breathe. I like to say it's like a hot spot that's smoldering out into ashes like a fire. So when you find that hot spot, stay on it and breathe. We need lots of oxygenation. When there's an adhesion in the muscle like that, it's lacking oxygen flow. And so lots of breathing helps to break up that adhesion. Okay, so go ahead and undo the leg. We're going to roll over to the other cheek, cross that foot over, and you're going to hold in that similar spot. It's usually pretty symmetric. Sometimes one side's completely tighter than the other. Abs in. Always supporting lightly with that back arm. Find that tension spot. Try to keep the tension out of your neck. And just kind of rolling around in that hot spot. You can stay there a little longer if you need to. So go ahead and pause the video if you need to stay there a bit longer. Okay? I'm going to flip you over now onto your quads. This is going to be like an army crawl on your forearms. Keep your abs tight. You're going to roll up your quads and down, never over your knees. You can turn your knees and feet inward so that you roll more to the outside of your quad. For me, that's usually a bit tighter. You can roll your knees and feet outward so that you roll a little bit more on the inside of your knees. That's your vastus medialis. And then all the way up your quad and sartorius and into that bicep femoris. All of those muscles of your quads. You can bend and straighten the legs if you find a tight spot. It's going to really help break up some of that muscle tension. If you feel like when you go to sit on the toilet, you're like, ow, this will help breaking up some of that muscle adhesion across there. And work it side to side as well as up and down. Those are all very, very helpful. Last but not least is my favorite, laying lengthwise on your roller, because this helps so much with my neck. So if you're a person that gets headaches, I'm just going to take my ponytail out so it's not in the way. Since I'm not rolling up and down anymore, I'm just going to roll side to side. So you bring your arms out to the side and you're going to reach, 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 reach. And you're kind of massaging out between your shoulder blades. Do you feel that? So the roller's rolling kind of under one of your chicken wings, shoulder blades, and then rolling under the other. And that feels really good. It's also really nice to let your head kind of come off the front or the top part of the foam roller and roll across that occipital bone, which is that bony part in the back of your skull. And when you roll across that occiput, kind of feels like when you get a massage and somebody puts their fingers in the ridge of your spine there. Feels kind of good, right? So this is a great way to stretch out some of those muscles. So if you're like me and your neck tends to fatigue on some of the core work that we've been working on, lay on your roller for a few minutes after each 10-minute, 15-minute session and massage some of those muscles out. It will help a lot. Now we're going to reach up for protraction and we're going to pinch our shoulders down into the roller for retraction. Protraction, retraction, protraction, retraction. Keeping your abdominals pulling deep down, flat spine. We're going to take one arm up and overhead and the other one down to the side. This one's great. Try to keep your ribs knitted together here. Really funnel those ribs in. Your abs are flat. Your back is trying to stay flat on the roller as well. We're going to come up like goalpost arms, and you're going to drop your goalpost arms down. Try to keep your elbows on the floor and drop your goalpost arms forward, touching your palm to the mat, palm up. Rotate down, external rotation, internal and external. This helps greatly with the mobility of your shoulders. So you want to be working on all of these different things. All right, one last big roll. Hold the head, watch your hair, roll all the way up, all the way down, crack, 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 crack. I'm going to lower my butt to the mat and just let my head stay on it for a second. Rock it side to side. We're gonna rock and roll side to side. Excellent job. Thank you so much for joining us for the Move Your Body Challenge. I am so, so proud of you. Come back, check out all of the information that we have on the website, in the app. We cannot wait to see you, answer your questions, allow you to see the other programs and subscriptions and ways that you can get involved with Pilates by Mary Walleen. It has been a true honor to serve you, and I thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.